Okay.
Final go.
What was in Madison on Saturday? Show?
It was the other half of like
Ball
Subspace.
gags.
Oh, nice. Well, that's
It
fine
was the second half of the Subspace anniversary.
too. Nice.
Like, you wanna go with?
Oh, yes.
The Crucible.
Well,
So
it
it's like a
is-
warehouse or something.
Yeah,
like
they had it at the Crucible?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. No, I've never been there.
Basically an old warehouse.
Yeah, no, I've driven past this shit.
Yeah, and then so the station is kind of in the middle of the warehouse. There's a bar, but they're kind of normal nights.
Yeah.
Rivet jobs and or fetish nights.
Yeah, I've seen, I actually, what's the
Topless
face?
nights.
That one, God, what's her real name? I can't think of her real name right now. The pole dancer, pole divinity.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
performed there once in a while.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, yeah, this place is a little different. You know, obviously there was stuff going on in there, but there's still pictures on the wall and stuff
Yeah.
that give you the feel.
Well then. And where is this place?
Madison.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun. I was like,
Yeah, well, and it's like in a real sketchy area.
wait, no, it's really it's that back room in Rob's basement.
Yeah.
That's true.
We thought the gift room was a little daunted now, so we called it Crucible.
I mean, you're not wrong. We used to have Sanctuary, which was the old
Sanctuary was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. That was quite the club.
Did they at least be consecrated
No, it was a very good bar.
It wasn't just like
Yeah.
Like you go to Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva.
Anymore.
You mean like where that fest used to be? Lake Geneva has the old, I think also another church, but it's a brewery. Your church. And there was another one that was a church and a brewery that were in Pittsburgh.
My head's creamy. Closer to shade.
Like it might taste like cave.
I haven't tried this once, I can't tell you.
That's what that's what most cave things taste like. It's a little
Like type? Oh.
a little moldy. Like blue cheese, right?
Amber ale.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So Tony had that other one that's
Really well reviewed on Beer Advocate.
and he literally thought holiday beer was made by nobody in this house. Like, because the can doesn't really point out the Toski.
No, it doesn't.
It's almost like that same color as the can.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Wait,
We'll need
well,
okay.
yeah, there's enough. I peed in the one.
That's so red.
It's a Christmas beer.
Yeah.
It's got a
I
bit
mean,
of-
consider it a
You can do that, but that's
one's got a little bit of
its all year brand.
I also consider
Well, after
Bud
Christmas, they're
Light.
I don't think it's a red.
No, it's supposed to be trees all along. The northern woods kind of thing. The king of northern woods.
Oh, hang on. This Thursday, I will have made it a whole month without shaving.
But
They call it a red.
Arrow. Red?
They call it a red.
Shoot, I'm gonna make that
Say
sound
amber.
like you.
It says,
Does say
it says amber, but I've seen a couple places refer to it as an amber
This
red.
blackout one
So we
slides.
put the red.
You would think the old advertising department would put that little ad on there.
English style amber ale from Aaron Flavor Cowboy. Alright, it's a good start to the mess.
But it has
Spray Oh, it does on the bottom.
I want to see what's this.
All right.
Yeah.
Why it's called Cave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that because I've actually asked.
They're all fantastic.
Excellent. Good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do
And 3, 2, 1, and live from the 6th subfloor basement of the Guys, Games, and Beer Towers, it's the Guys, Games, and Beer Show! Yay!
No, with hand puppets. No, we don't have any hand puppets.
I want hand puppets, Larry.
We had hand puppets at one time, but nobody liked the monkey.
See,
So I
he's
gave
got a
the
hand
monkey
puppet.
away.
He's got a hand
Oh,
puppet.
wait, remember we had Puppet Noob, too.
Yeah, we had Puppet Noob.
Oh, we had puppet noob.
Boy, in 10 years, you really do a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Well, you're a low-rent podcast.
Yeah, you see what
You really-
sticks and
And then you ignore it. Yeah, whatever sticks, you just, fuck that.
maybe cartoon interludes. I don't know. It seems to work.
Yeah, we
You
used
used to have commercials. Old
Yeah, we used to
commercials.
put commercials in.
Yeah, the drunk guy that falls off a stool.
Yep. Ah, good
Man,
times, good times.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
I
suppose.
I had to do a family trip this weekend, and I bought something back.
Syphilis.
You know that too.
Ba-da-bum.
Ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da.
Syphilis.
Hey, so I was in beautiful Cassville, Wisconsin this weekend. Population 777.
Ooh, you met them all, huh?
Oh, damn near.
How many bars?
They had 4 bars.
All right.
777 people, 4 bars.
Okay.
Welcome to Wisconsin, people.
All right.
But literally, the next city down the road is Potosi, Wisconsin. We've done their Lux beer on the show a while back.
We've done quite a few of theirs.
Have we done quite a few? Okay, I only remember the Lux. But I got a chance to go down to their brewery, and they actually have a really nice restaurant. And holy crap! Okay, so Potosi is only 1,000 people, and you know what Potosi consists of? A brewery. It's literally a brewery. That's half. You're driving through this area, and it's a brewery. No, I'm sure there's more there.
All towns should be
I-
based around a brewery.
Tom, I was in northern Wisconsin one time, and there is a town that has a population of 200. I think it was like 200 people. Wild Rose has 250, but that's a different thing.
Right.
200 people, and the only buildings that they have in there are the church and the bar. And do you know where the town hall is?
In the bar.
It's in the bar.
Of course. I'm not putting it in the damn church.
Remember that time we went to a church that was in a bar?
Yes.
Yeah, they had their church service in a bar.
Right in the bar.
Yep.
So, but again, I'm going to first start by giving big props to Potosi. Holy crap. They restored the old brewery. They have fixed up the area. They got grants. They got donors. And they have done an amazing job. Let me put it this way. It's worth the trip just to go to the brewery. The food was freaking awesome. The brewery is cool. The people were friendly. Holy crap. All I can say is holy crap. I was shocked how cool this was. It was amazingly cool. And again, like you said, we've done their beers on the show before. I remember the Lux, but I don't think we've had anything bad from them. And I tried something there. We actually shot a little quick beer court segment there if you haven't seen it.
I saw it.
Too, right?
What's that?
They do the charity.
All profits to charity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, because they literally got all sorts of grants and stuff to build this place.
Yeah.
So they're
All's fair.
all their money's going back into charity, which is freaking awesome. I mean, think about that, a brewery that's basically a non-profit. But if you're in western Wisconsin or eastern Iowa, guess what? Make the stop.
Drive down from Minnesota. What
No,
the heck?
it's not that far. No, seriously, drive down to Minnesota. Check this place out. It's really freaking cool. So tonight what we're doing is we're doing their Cave Ale. Now there's a reason they call it Cave Ale is the original Potosi brewery, all their lagering, they're built almost into a bluff. And they had carved all their lagering caves into the bluff. They're still there. They've got them set up so you can tour the old lagering caves. I mean,
kind of like Pabst.
kind of like, right, exactly it. They still have the natural caves that they used to store beer back in the 1800s. They've got a great museum. I cannot say enough good things about their location.
Yeah, you seem to be a big.
I am a big fan. Castle, Wisconsin, cool little town, not my style.
Now this is always the risk. Now this is the risk when you fall in love with a brewery like this, sort of on concept.
Yeah.
Like if you run into some clunker beers, it's like,
Oh, you already got a bunch.
I really don't want to say anything shitty about this brewery.
No. If your
but-
beer sucks, we're still going to tell you it sucks, okay? We have done that to a few that we really wanted to like. Think about it. There's
But
a
you
few.
feel the pressure.
Yeah, you do feel the. I felt the pressure a few
You.
times.
Yeah.
So we are doing. So this is they call it an amber ale, but I've seen it described as a red amber ale. Go ahead, read the description off for us, Ryan.
Oh, caves carved. Wait, which
Yeah,
one?
into
Which
the
one?
hills.
Oh, I thought you read that one.
yeah.
No, I didn't read anything yet.
Caves carved in the hills of Potosi were once used to age and store beer. Name in that tradition, our smooth English-style amber ale boasts the complex flavors of roasted caramel malts, perfectly balanced with golden hops.
Is the restaurant in the cave?
No, the restaurant
Okay.
is. So the buildings are outside. The caves
Yeah.
are set. So everything's built on the front of the caves.
Yeah.
But the caves are still all there, and it's really
Well,
cool.
because in Milwaukee and at the Miller side,
Right, they actually put
they
them-
have a dining
Yeah,
area
which is
for
freaking
special
awesome.
events.
Yeah.
In the caves, they used to lager it.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't have to.
No,
use
these
them
caves
with
are very natural caves. I mean, they weren't
Yeah.
like lined or anything like that. They literally were like caves they carved into the rock. So
Yeah.
I mean, so the Miller ones are really nice. They got the brickwork and everything. It looks beautiful. These are like caves, dude. I mean, they put lighting in them, but that's about the extent
you
of
can
it.
hear the dwarves are calling.
Yeah, you really could.
Diggy.
All right,
hole.
let's give these.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Let's give this a try. Potosi Cave
Here we go.
Ale.
That is malty up front.
It is very malty up front.
So, pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a red ale.
Yeah.
They say amber, but I saw a lot of
Yeah.
places say
Yeah.
they call it a red. I'd like to see the color, but it tastes more like a red than an amber.
He's got color.
Let's see what's your color look like.
I
A lot of people said it was more like a red.
It's
Oh,
I would classify this as a light red. It's darker than what I would classify an amber,
Amber,
but it's
right.
lighter than what I would classify a red.
Okay, so it is on that line. It's straddling that line between an amber and a red. But damn, they weren't kidding about the malt. It is, like you said, that
That's
malt.
malty.
It is a malty beer.
I love this map. They make it seem like Potosi is like the center of all these 3 states together.
Well, there's some.
I mean, they're kind of like great.
4 states.
So there's like there's this.
Well, Minnesota's still.
Well, there's this the new Mississippi. They're building like a tourist area along the Mississippi, and this is one of the
Yeah.
historical stops along
They
the
used
way.
to just have boats.
Yeah, no, we gotta look, man.
That was how you toured.
And that's how you made money over there. But the boats, all the barges are automated nowadays.
Oh.
So you end kind of you can end kind of bitter a little bit.
Yeah, you know, a
Sweet
little
up
hoppier, a little hoppier than I thought on the end, but it's really malty on the front. Holy fuck!
We're not catching any off flavors.
No.
It's not broken.
It ain't broken, no,
Yeah.
no.
Well, no weird things like rubber tires or anything like I tasted in some of them when we tried.
Yeah.
This is smooth.
It's
Not
smooth. What's
particularly
up?
No
carbonated.
burning.
What's-
No
thank
burning.
God. What's the
Smell after
ABV?
you taste it.
5.5.
So right down the middle.
Reasonable.
Yeah. So if you drink them a little quicker than your normal domestic, you're probably gonna feel it extra.
Yeah.
But I think it's smooth enough that you could successfully drink it at your normal pace.
I think so. It is very smooth. Potosi, Wisconsin is where beer is crafted, and the craft is celebrated at the National Brewing Museum. The beer you hold was brewed in that town by its fine people in a small batch with the finest ingredients. We are Potosi. We are beer's hometown. They actually do have a very nice museum.
I think that's weird when I drink both back to back.
Oh wait, yeah.
I'm almost like having a very not totally different. I mean, they're
Oh,
different.
I would think
They are
sweeter.
different,
This has
but,
got more
like,
sweet on that.
I would
one.
think,
After I
yeah,
swallowed
alright,
it.
now I gotta do this.
Yeah, I just did too. This is so much sweeter.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely sweet.
It's sweeter. All right, well, so let's ask the obvious. Tyler, you're at a party. It's in the party cooler. You grabbing a can out?
Yeah, for a very specific reason.
All right.
When I drink this beer, it's kind of the beer I think of when I say beer. What you picture, just a good solid beer. Nothing frilly about it, nothing special. It's just like beer. Here you go.
Yeah, no funny flavors, no anything else. I'm going to agree with you on that. All right.
Yeah,
Alice?
because it works. It works both for the summer and the winter. For how I feel, it's like on the season, all season beer rather than just being too heavy to drink during when it's hot or
That's a very
too
good point.
light. And,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with that, too. It's a beer you could drink year-round. All right.
I'm not throwing it back, just like Tyler said. When I think of beer, yeah, this comes to mind.
All right. All right. Ryan?
Yeah, same here. It's just, I'd see it in there and just grab it. Hey, it's going to taste like beer. It's going to have that ambery taste, or that I'm used to, but nothing, they're not throwing any weird curveballs at you.
yeah.
Just like, they're giving what you're used to, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would definitely pick this one, and I don't feel like it's quite like a domestic. I feel like if it's when I'm not drinking a domestic and I want more crafty style beer, and I saw it in there, that's what I would.
That's
would
kind of where
dive
I was
for,
trying to get at, but like,
Yeah.
it's just like a good beer.
It's a good craft
Well, one
beer.
might say
Yeah.
it's a good ale.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with the same reason you go for.
Yeah.
If I don't want to drink a domestic and I want a good craft beer, I think it's a good craft beer. It's beer. It's no funny flavors. It's not a sour. It's not a milkshake IPA.
Which, some of those I like.
It's-
Yeah,
but
some of those are
sometimes
good.
this is what you want.
Right. Sometimes I want a beer.
Pretty
I want
simple.
that-
No,
beer.
I always want a beer. I'm a simple kind of guy.
Like, you just don't want something that's, like, funky or odd. You just want beer.
Beer. Rob, how about you? Party cooler?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Easily.
All right, well, let's do the next question. On tap? You local?
Yeah, absolutely. Some food.
All right. Yep. Good dinner beer. Dallas?
Yeah, absolutely. With like chicken or something like that.
All right.
Like chicken wings.
Jacob?
Really, because I see a burger and fries with this.
I thought about that too.
I was thinking about the meatloaf at Toad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Meatloaf at Toad is amazing. Toad Hall, Racine, Wisconsin.
Great.
Check it out.
Great food.
Right?
This would be a good one to grab.
Yeah.
At the pub.
Yeah. Larry?
I would grab it at a pub, and actually this one is one I think I'd really like to enjoy. Well, hitting a metal show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a metal show one.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statement. I like that,
Yeah.
but I'm going to agree with you on that. Yeah, you know what? If it's on tap, I'm definitely doing it on tap. I'll get a can at the local. It's a solid beer. It's a good pub beer. Again, this goes back down to what you said. It's a good overall beer. It's just beer. It delivers exactly what it told you on the can, which I always appreciated people when you deliver what you say on the can. Okay, this is exactly what you said it would
Even
be
if
on
it
the
says
can.
tastes like shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
it tastes
something.
like
You know
shit.
something. If your beer tastes like crap, put that right on the can, and I'll know what it is.
We'll give it a solid review.
We'll give you points for admitting it on the can.
You know, there
Great.
is something as simple as it is what is advertised.
Thank you. It does make a difference when you tell me I'm expecting this, that, and the next thing, and I don't get any of it. I get a little upset. I get
You know,
cranky.
You don't have to over deliver.
Thank you. Don't
Just
get flowery.
do what you said.
Tastes
Don't get
like
flowery.
a spring morning.
Tell me what your beer
In
is.
Connecticut.
Tell me what to expect, and I'm going to drink it. So yeah, no, I would definitely order this. I agree with you. This is just a good, solid beer.
Some
I think
people like
I
it.
actually think this makes
Some
a good
people
pub
think
beer
it's
too.
shit. You decide.
It's a little more strong than a domestic. Not quite the overpowering, like weird beer stuff that you find at pubs. It's a good, solid pub beer.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Rob? What you got?
This is a fish fry beer.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Oh,
too.
don't-
Exactly, yeah.
So we
With the
just moved
maltiness,
to-
yeah.
Yes, you
No.
must describe your pairing.
That's right. It is.
I mean, it's never been
Oh.
a requirement before,
And
but
by the way,
okay, I
the
guess
cat-
that's what we're doing now.
The catfish at their restaurant is really good.
Hey,
Do order the
I
catfish.
just do that because if I've got an idea
Hey,
of what
it's
I'm
not
going to eat
bad
with,
for also at night with a bunch of people that you probably don't like. This is gonna start that night. You're gonna be able to talk by the end of the night.
All
Be
right.
ready.
Let's see how this one did. So this is in 3, 2, 1. All right. That does not surprise me. Again, I don't think we've had a bad beer from them yet. We did their
No, we have.
We did their Pilsner when we were there at their brewery, and it also was exceptionally good. We may do more of their beers in the not too distant future.
I've had more hit and miss with them.
Really?
Yeah.
What
but
did-
this is a definite hit.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to see what the next one's like. Then we do have another beer lined up in the cooler for later.
If someone was to review the spreadsheet, they'd probably know that.
I didn't bring my phone. Can't.
Uh,
And my ear behind you guys.
All right, Judge Rob, let's go ahead and pass verdict on Potosi's Cave Ale. It's an amber ale.
Yeah, on the charge of curing what ails ya. I find you guilty and sentence you to
Drinking!
That's good.
That's solid. Again, I do like. Again, I like it that I think it's that step up from a domestic, but not that weird way step up where it's like, oh, that's good, but I'm not sure I like
Yeah.
it type thing.
gotta tell you, really would gobble this up.
Who would?
I think he would.
No.
geez.
He was doing the segue, and we both just stepped all over it. Rob, what else do you gobble? Who else gobbles stuff up, Rob?
Keep packing in the references, guys. Just keep.
Hey, what are we actually talking about on tonight's show,
we
Rob?
are talking about Pac-Man, our favorite variants. It can be the classic, that's allowed. But your favorite Pac-Man variant,
All right.
anywhere. You can go anywhere with it. There's
Oh.
been a lot of
Oh my
Pac
God,
going
there-
on.
You know, I'd forgotten.
Snuggling that favorite Pac-Man stuffed animal.
Hey, that
wait.
is just fine. No, there's nothing wrong with the stuffed Pac-Man. No, you know, it's funny because I was, again, in...
That
getting-
Monopoly variant
Thank
that
you.
is
No,
just Pac-Man.
you could do that. It's still a game, and it's
It's that
still
Pac-Man board game that has you swallowing up the marbles.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah.
You got
You
that
know,
around
you
here
forget
somewhere.
Pac-Man was a cultural phenomena. I mean, it really was.
Had a song.
It
Pac-Man
had,
Fever.
it had a song. It had board games, video games.
Maybe it's just the game
a
that was on the
Saturday
back of
morning
the cereal
cartoon.
box.
Yes.
Right.
That was
Absolutely
my favorite
awful.
game,
Thank
the
you.
one on the back of the
It
cereal
had,
box.
it had its
Yeah,
own
it was.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Pac and Pals.
That was terrible.
Pac-Man.
But, yes, I watched it. Yeah.
So I mean, it was a
They go,
cultural
"Where
phenomenon.
else?"
Where else can for 25 cents you watch a yellow ball gobble all the balls he can?
There you go.
I
Oh wait, I've seen
Probably
it a
at the
few
bar
times.
for
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been in a few
25
bars.
cents?
I've been in a few bars.
Yeah.
All right, so hey Rob, who wants to start this mess? I already have mine aligned, so you know what? I'll start this mess. I didn't send you the link, but bring up a link for Pac-Mania C64.
Ooh, it's like the...
Okay, so
It's like we're on
that
the...
is
Parallel
that was an
world?
arcade.
Where Tom goes
I don't.
first?
I don't know. Honestly, I thank you. I don't know.
Bizarro
I
world.
don't know
We're
if
the
it
Bizarro
was ever
world.
an arcade game.
It was.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
So Pac-Mania.
And a great one at that.
I loved this particular variant of Pac-Man. It was an isometric view of Pac-Man. The mazes were all themed. It was
Let's see if we can find the
really
C64 version.
an
Fine,
absolute.
I like
So isometric means that you've taken the playing field and tilted it down usually about 30 degrees. So you're looking at a 30-degree angle. That's called isometric. So you weren't looking straight down on top of it. You weren't looking at it flat in front of you.
That way you can see those
Let's see if we can
Those,
get.
border of Legos.
And that was one of the,
Depth on it.
that was a great level in that particular game. Pac-Mania had a Lego level that was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done. So I originally played on the C64 and loved it on the C64. I also played on the Amiga. What else? I should see what other.
The Amiga version was quite good.
The Amiga
It
version.
was, it was based on an arcade machine.
It was.
And I think
Okay.
it came on a lot of levels. I'm pretty sure I visited it on the PlayStation.
There we go. There's.
That would not surprise me. I mean, it was a great game. It just played exceptionally well.
Link to
I-
Nintendo NES.
It is
had
definitely
version.
my favorite Pac-Man, even more so than the original. I
It's
just
an
think,
excellent game.
I just think I loved the view. I think the play fields were all really solid on that
Was
one.
that the first breakout of Pac-Man with like more or like where the mazes changed more.
Yeah, I'm betting it did because that was '87 that they released Pac-Man originally.
I mean, Miss Pac-Man changed it quite a bit.
Yeah, but that's Miss Pac-Man.
and
I
that
feel
was
like-
still
that
a
counts
top-
as a Pac-Man variant.
Yeah, it's a Pac-Man
literally
line.
Pac-Man,
It's a
but-
Pac-Man line, but I'm saying that he was a little locked in to his maze
I think
originally.
I do believe. Yum yum,
Yes,
I'll eat you up. Oh yes, please. No, that's the ad for it.
Oh. I thought that was just Tom, and I thought we were on Twitch.
I thought
So
he was still
let's
talking
see,
about Mrs. Pac-Man.
Amiga, Amstrad, Acorn, Archimedes, Atari ST, Commodore 64, MSX, ZX Spectrum. Who the hell made the Spectrum version for that? Also on the
Spectrum
Master
version.
System and the Genesis and the NES. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
So it was on a lot of systems, 68,000 base systems basically.
And it introduced Jump, right?
I was just gonna say that. I think
Yes.
That was like,
Jump.
That was
you
the
could
Pac-Man
jump
where you could
over-
jump over the ghosts.
Yeah.
Were they smart enough to turn sometimes and still get you?
I mean, I died a lot, so I don't know. Maybe they were smart. Maybe I was dumb.
Have you
I
seen
can't
deal with that
remember.
3D?
You couldn't jump over the walls or anything. You
No,
could, like, still jump
isometric.
down the path.
Isometric was tough.
That's
Yeah.
why I had the isometric.
Oh, I got it.
Wow. So
3/4 angle.
highly positive critical reception, uniqueness of gameplay, and that's what I liked about this particular one. It won 1987's Golden Joystick Award.
You know what I liked about the jump element? Is that when you land?
Oh no, I'm sorry,
you
it lost
slightly
to
bounce.
Operation Wolf,
That's right.
but it came in second.
It's kind of like, was it like,
Yeah, right.
like something like that? Like,
Yeah.
You can get it on.
I like that physical that they added to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you figure it was originally released at the arcade in '87, but by '88 it came out for pretty much every other system.
This is a weird thing. Like, I don't even remember it.
Yeah, actually, it
in
didn't
the
come out to the
arcades.
NES till '90.
They had it at the Oregon Piper in Milwaukee.
Yeah. No, it was.
Well, I know all the arcades. I know what machine was
So now-
at any '80s arcade.
Now here's a seed.
20-mile radius. Yes.
I'm thinking, because I wasn't that great at it, was there only 4 different
Maps?
not
Oh,
patterns, the backgrounds.
No,
There was a lot?
there was
There was a
a
lot?
crap.
Feels like there was a lot. It was
Maybe I wasn't.
well,
good
for
then,
sure
because
there was the brick level.
Hey,
and then
Jerome.
there was like the neon level.
Hey, Jerome.
Yeah.
And then there was like the
The, like,
regular
little-
level.
Right, and there was the little pyramid level. There was a
Oh yeah.
There was a
Pyramid
ton of
level.
levels for that
Yeah.
particular game. I don't
So
know.
I
if
just
you-
sucked.
No, but I thought you could like pick even which one you started with. In
I
the-
think that's true. As I recall, it's true. Yeah. I played it recently.
Yeah.
'cause it's one of
So
my
new to
favorites,
this
too.
game was the ability to jump. So that's the first one that had the jump ability, right? Yeah. No, it was a really good game. Now that's interesting. So this one says there were only 4 different mazes,
Really?
but I remember more than 4.
It's probably because we never
Block
made it past
Town,
the
you
first
know,
2.
Park, Sandbox, and Jungly Steps.
But there may have been additions as it went through.
DLC. No.
It wasn't downloadable,
For
but
another
like,
25 cents.
by the time you got to the PlayStation, how are you going to sell this game that came out on the NES?
Yeah, that's
You know,
possible.
10
By
years
adding
ago,
new
right? You know,
thing.
whatever.
Or you
It's like-
package it with 6 other
Yeah.
games like they did on the
Right.
Game
So
Boy
I
Advance.
think they
Yeah.
added more levels with different kinds of like that's how they would sell the GameCube
I'm not
version.
naming any other
Right. It
Pac-Man
also
versions
it
in
also
case
had
somebody
it also
has
had new ghosts too. It
Names?
had Funky Green and Spunky Gray.
Spunky.
If you're spunky, it's
You'd
gray.
slip-
If
you'd
you're
slip
spunky,
if you weren't
it's gray
careful
or
with that.
celery.
Uh,
All right,
okay. Spunky.
Spunky
We
Gray.
established
Well, I don't
that's a
think they
fun
could have
game.
added
If I
the
was
white
a,
one.
if
and
I
called
was a
it
ghost, I'd
Spunky,
be
so
spunky.
Yeah.
they had
Alright.
the color gray.
But no, it was just a solid game. I mean, it played well. I liked the gameplay on it. I think I've never.
I got nothing negative to say about it.
No, I haven't.
I
seen
mean,
that
I feel
part
like
of it.
this is a failed podcast because I got nothing negative. to
No,
say about
no,
it.
that's good. That's good. I didn't think. Again, I originally played on the C64, and they did a great port to 64 for its limitations. I didn't feel like the gameplay was limited at all. Then I played it on the Amiga, and yeah, it's definitely better graphically, but the gameplay was still pretty much the same. I think every system I played on, the gameplay feels pretty good.
Big Dallas is playing it right now.
Oh no, I'm playing All's Torment.
Pac-Man fever.
Maybe.
Like we're real worried about a copyright strike.
That's right.
So,
Wow,
wow.
that's very
What year was this?
87, I would assume.
I don't know. It doesn't say on here.
The song.
Sorry. Oh wait.
What year? What year?
No, it's it. They got a copyright in 2012, assholes.
Yeah, that ain't when it came out. All right. So who wants to go next on this?
I'll go.
All right, you go next. What you got?
So, I originally was thinking going with the original Pac-Man probably because the one I played most, but I'm actually going to go with one that I have played a decent amount, but I've actually watched more people play, and even watching them play is enjoyable. Pac-Man Verse.
Oh.
Because it is fun to play because, for those of you who don't know, one player controls Pac-Man and the other 3 players control the ghost.
So tell people about how we set that up.
Well, I want to talk about it just in general.
Okay,
first.
talk about it in general first.
So, and it's really fun to play because it is just like you're killing your friends. Come on, that's always fun. But also, it's really fun to watch other people sit down because we always have it set up at like Midwest Gaming Classic, and it always has like, especially like families and stuff. They get on and have blast, or like you see friends that are there in a group and like yelling at each other and stuff. It's a lot of fun to even
So
watch.
it's a couch game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Very
is definitely
specifically
a couch
game.
That is
And that's
definitely
what I
a
was going
couch
to bring
game.
up is, it again, we don't get many games like that anymore because,
Of the internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a great game to sit down and play on a couch with your friends.
That way when
I
you
would
capture
like
them,
this-
you can jump up and be, bitch, I got you! Like that.
I would like that game more, except for the one time at MGC
You got
where
slugged. Oh, damn.
I got stuck on that, and a lady brought her 3 kids into our room. They wanted to play that, and she just kind of left them thinking that I was a babysitting service.
Well, then
And
you
I
just
just-
leave them
He
and
changed
then
3 diapers.
And I just was like,
After
I'm
that mom
playing
problem,
with
it's
your
still a great
kids
game.
for almost 3 hours.
Oh god.
Until you decide to fucking come back. And I'm just going,
Wait,
there's not enough beer here for me to be able
that's when I
to
get up and
Hey,
find security and be like, hey,
Jacob,
these kids
you
are
know,
missing their mom.
I have
To be
That's
fair,
wait, I gotta mute audio
Yeah,
for a
but
second.
You know,
There we go. Okay, you know what?
you know what? You did want to hear that. You did not want to hear that.
To be fair, video games have been babysitting children since the early 80s. So it's kind of what they were designed for.
This was
And so is Jacob. So
This was also my first MGC with G2B, so I didn't know all the things that, like, I could have gone up to one of you and been like, one of the moms just dropped off their kids on me. What the fuck?
give him a beer.
Or-
Oh, wait.
And we
Or
would have
go up to
said,
security
"That
and
sounds like a
be
real
like,
you
and
problem."
go and be like, hey, these kids are missing their parent. They haven't come back in.
They're also
X
clearly
amount of
missing a
time.
role model.
All right,
so
so
anyway, so you like the couch game element of
Yeah,
it.
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a
Because
good game.
it's basically just Pac-Man, except you control all the characters. Someone controls one of them. And also, the interesting thing about the game is it's zoomed up on the ghost so they can't see the whole map, because otherwise it'd be very easy. So it does make it difficult for the ghost in that way and balances the gameplay out.
right, and
So basically, to describe the game, you can only score points if you're actively Pac-Man. All the other ghosts are trying to become Pac-Man so that they can score points. Otherwise, they score no points. So on the main screen, whatever it is,
Your Pac-Man screen.
is on your main screen, your main television in the room.
Right.
It is. So it's a game designed to work with the GameCube and Game Boy Advance. And so the main screen is all the ghosts, and they're in their little boxes, kind of a normal cooperative screen layout, right? But on the little teeny screen on a Game Boy Advance is the regular Pac-Man map that Pac-Man's just playing, and normally I can see all the ghosts and the pellets and everything, and the goal is to get the Game Boy Advance.
right. So the idea on this game, when we do it a little differently, we actually have we're using one of the Game Boy Advance emulators for the GameCube. So the ghosts all see an isometric view as well, a 3-dimensional view. So they're looking down the maze at an angle. but like he said, the person playing Pac-Man is playing a classic Pac-Man. He sees a classic Pac-Man map. There's variations, but it's basically an overhead view or a down view. The game is great. If you haven't played it,
But yeah, so
really
that's
good
why
call.
It is a
that's
good
why
game.
it's
It
real
is a good
cooperative.
game.
It's real competitive, and you can get that moment of where when you catch Pac-Man and you can jump up and be like, got you, and then you take over their controller.
Right.
You physically take over their controller, which was the Game Boy Advance, right? So it's pretty interesting game.
It was also nice because you could literally communicate with 3 other ghosts and be like, I'm going to go this way, you go that way,
yes,
and we're going to...
that too. That's what makes it such a good couch cooperative.
Mhm.
The ghosts are all cooperating.
But
to do that.
But maybe you said that and your points ahead. I'm like, screw that guy. Why am I going to give him the controller again? He's
Well,
going to
then
get
it
another
make-
point. No.
Because then it comes up to, like, hey, do you trust me, Larry, to let you be the
No,
one
I
to take...
don't.
Because I trust you to be the one to, like, actually get it.
Well,
Larry's in it to
that's
win it,
just
man.
a fool's folly.
Now it comes down to Pac-Man to be the dick of... He's going to come at me because he knows I'm going to win.
All right. Good call on that. Dallas, what you got for us?
There's a couple ones. When I was younger, I used to go to the laundromat, or this one time my sister was in the hospital giving birth, and like my brother and I would be in the waiting room. They actually had like one of those flat table Pac-Man machines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we played that for like hours. We had a bunch of quarters, and we made it really far. So it's one of those questions like, is there not many levels? I don't know, like a lot of variations.
Were you playing classic Pac-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and the other one I really enjoy. My
Do you
parents-
find it hard to not play Pac-Man like this?
Yeah. I play my balls somehow. But yeah, Miss Pac-Man for the Genesis.
Ooh.
That one's really good. Yeah, because
It's a good port, actually.
Because they threw in a couple extra features like an arrange mode. They added like a speed boost feature, so you can hold down one of your control buttons to make Miss Pac-Man go faster. She has little speed lines behind her. Really solid port because you got the classic Miss Pac-Man mode, and then you can go on to other modes like the range, where you can they go really wild with the maps they generate, the rooms they create. You can do like a crazy mode, and they generate like crazy types of maps with like not just the default foods either that you get as the bonuses, but other crazy wacky foods bouncing around.
It's funny how like a person's goal might be different. Like, so Miss Pac-Man, they introduced cutscenes, right?
Yeah.
So my only goal playing that game was to get to the next cutscene.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care about you could play and like try to get like the number of goals.
Yeah.
And you could No, I didn't care about the high score or anything like that. I just wanted to get to the next cutscene.
I get
Those
that.
are interesting.
There's a story going on here.
Sorry, what happens next?
What
They
the?
met. Now
What
what?
the hell?
Yeah.
Where's my pack babies? Ah, there we go.
Yeah, like Mr. Pac-Man chases Miss Pac-Man like a racist. That was pretty nice. Yeah.
They smash into each other. They
Yes.
feel pretty good.
It's
There's
pretty,
a love
pretty
bubble.
hot
You assume
on-screen
it
video
works.
game action, smacking balls.
Ah, it's pack porn.
They were smashing face.
Pack porn.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, what do you got for us?
Well, I liked, for video game, I liked the original Pac-Man.
Okay,
I just
old
straight
school,
up,
all the way.
just straight up liked the classic Pac-Man.
There it is.
But yet, all this talk made me think of
A million other Pac-Man.
of a bumper cars Pac-Man that I did one time.
What?
Bumper cars Pac-Man, but it was not like you did like a maze type of thing. It was literally one car had flashed up on your dashboard.
What the fuck? What the
I
fuck
gotta
are
do
you
this.
bringing up on
I
the
gotta do
screen?
this. Ready?
What are you bringing up on the screen?
I remembered this game.
Okay,
this
keep
isn't
going,
it,
Jacob. Keep
but
going,
this
keep
is
going,
way
Jacob.
fucking funnier.
What?
I cannot show this.
No, you can't show. Keep going, Jacob. Keep going.
but
Well-
winning.
Well, the thing is,
Okay.
is that on your little
Wait, the
on
beginning's
your little
worth it.
steering wheel, you'd have a light that had like Pac-Man.
Sure, that wasn't
that would
official,
light
was
up,
it?
and when you were Pac-Man,
Right.
it would light
So
up.
you
and
knew
it-
you were Pac-Man.
You were Pac-Man, but also there was like a light on the front and the side
Oh,
of the
so
car.
people knew you were
So
Pac-Man.
people knew you were Pac-Man, and all the other ones
Was this
were, you
Pac
know.
Cart?
It was
I
a,
don't
it was
know.
a bumper car.
It
Where
was like a
where
bumper-
was this at?
I don't fucking remember.
Wait, is it
Wait,
video
so
games?
this was a physical
No,
bumper
no,
There
it's
was a
a
radio
physical,
bumper
it's a physical bumper car.
thing. Physical bumper cars, and you were just
I
in
love
that'd be
this.
great.
just in normal bumper cars, and everyone else is going around. Some people are
I
just
love this.
bumping into you, and at the end of it, it was like they showed up like screens of like this color car was Pac-Man for this amount of time, and
That's really
That's
cool.
genius.
And
That's
it was
Yeah, that's a
brilliant.
genius idea.
and it was just like there were some people that just went there because they just wanted bumper cars. But yet there were some people
wanted to
that
smash pumpkin.
some people wanted to be like, I'm Pac-Man and you're not getting me.
I'm running.
I
So
seriously
you were
love
in-
this.
And if you
And-
were Pac-Man, you were anti-bumper car.
No, you want
Right?
to bump the ghosts when they're blue. Okay,
There were no power pellets. There was
Oh.
only
Yo, you had to run.
you nail the
All right.
person who is
Pac-Man.
So
Pac-Man.
you had to run like the
About-
Argonauts.
Right.
You had to hide.
And
You had to
about,
get out of there.
you had about a 5-second grace period
Right, when you turned.
to get out, and to stop someone who's like you're about to hit Pac-Man, so someone else is about to hit you,
Right.
To try and steal it. No, you had about a 5-second grace period.
This sounds really
do
cool,
it,
actually.
and-
I've never seen this before.
I just remember it from when I was
No.
younger, because I didn't understand the real concept of Pac-Man back then, and I only understood bumper cars as be like, I'm gonna go smash into people. So
That's again.
Yeah, you
that's,
went full Wreck-It Ralph and bumper guys. It looks smash, smash it.
Oh, I got told I needed to stop because when someone was coming to smash, I would turn the wheel violently so my ass would swing out and smack them.
That sounds pretty cool.
And I was
actually.
told, you need to not be doing this because that could cause damage to the car and to the person. I'm like,
It's a bumper car.
These things have big old.
They're
Foam
designed.
bits.
They're called
They're made
smashable
for this.
cars.
It was in the 70s where they didn't care.
Oh well,
They didn't care in the 80s either,
I was gonna
according
say
to
this
Bluey.
is. I'm pretty sure probably close to
Well,
like
they still have it
the
in Puerto Rico.
2000s to like 2000s.
They still have it in Puerto Rico, so
Okay.
I say we take a trip.
That's really cool.
But it was
actually.
just something simple of like
No, I love-
you just
I
smash
love
into the
the
person
concept.
and it lights up going, you're now Pac-Man. And I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
I really love that concept.
I was young, I found it to be that's why I'm glad that Rob said anything Pac-Man related is
That's-
allowed.
I think that's fair.
that
otherwise-
is more than
Oh,
fair.
Rob,
I
are you
wanna-
gonna share yours
I
now?
want to play it now.
Otherwise I was just gonna be like, I'm just here for regular
The party.
regular
Oh, sorry.
Pac-Man.
No, we're not going to share that one.
We're an association.
here for regular Pac-Man
Not
and beer.
sharing it.
All right, Ryan, what do you got for Pac-Man? I love
So
that.
I thought of all the Pac-Mans I played. Pac-Man Versus is on that top
Did you
of the list.
meditate on
kinda
it a
thing.
little?
No, I didn't spend that much. I just
It's
like,
going to
I
taste
did
of
a
beer.
like
What
30
Pac-Mans
second
have I
thought of all the
played?
Pac-Mans I played. I remember the Pac-Mania, that was great. But I always go back to the arcade when they did the speed boost on the Miss Pac-Man. I always enjoyed if I found a machine with the speed boost. I don't know what it was. I actually could play that version. Like maybe because I was a little bit faster than the rest of the ghosts and stuff like that. But I got to a point where I did pretty well with like capturing all 4 ghosts.
So,
like
so the
3 times.
speed boost wasn't just on the Genesis. They actually
No,
had
there
an
was an
arcade version
arcade
of that as well.
mod, and it's like every once in a while you run across an arcade machine that it was just implemented. And
But yeah, not on all of them because I don't
no,
remember that
Not
one.
on all of them. I don't know if it was
Somebody
like just
soldered a couple jumpers. So.
Yeah, so it's actually like on the 60 and
Speed
1
pack.
carts that some of us, not carts, the boards that we have. So actually that's one I play a lot on my own. 60 and 1 is There's like 3. They actually have it on the regular Pac-Man, but I don't remember in the right arcade anybody doing that to regular Pac-Man. But the Miss Pac-Man, I don't know, just kind of a neat idea. Make you faster, the rest just stay the regular speed. And
Right. And you had a limited amount of speed that had to build
no,
up
the whole
again?
time. The whole time.
Oh, you could
were
do it
fast.
anytime.
You were fast the whole time. There was no which made it more tricky because
Right.
we also had to not run into ghosts.
Yeah. And,
You know,
and navigate
because
the
it'd be hard to
maze.
like sometimes.
Yeah, on those
You know, like,
on those
turn-
four-way
Yeah,
sticks.
if you didn't turn right, it would just run right into the ghost. So it's like, yeah, it took a little practice. The first time I played it, I think we were in Florida in a hotel. On like the roof or something. It was in a weird. No, it was outside. It was like
outside.
outside, like what's the movie? Starfighter. Or
Yeah, where
whatever.
it's outside of the home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I felt.
Outside of a
like.
trailer
It was like-
park.
I was like, here's a Miss Pac-Man outside next to the hotel or whatever.
Wow.
Here's a
No.
great
By the way,
Pac-Man. Sandy.
Starfighter,
Yeah.
couldn't they have just tested whether or not you could press a button?
Maybe, because it was that.
Yeah.
Oh, that crazy
The whole
shit
movie.
where you instantly throw up.
Do you remember the Clerks version of that? The Clerks animated version of it, where he was playing Pharaoh and he's building pyramids.
Oh, yeah.
And so they kidnap him and make him build a pyramid.
Yeah.
You're great at the game. You suck at building pyramids. Like whipping them.
So my
Turns out they might not apply.
Yeah. It's just so funny. They got the high score of Pharaoh.
and I do have a runner-up, but I don't want to give it up because it's like it's also not what I'm great at. But I thought it was a neat idea.
All right, how about
Oh, that was
Bear
me.
Bear?
I was projecting. My bad.
Well, mine starts with a frustrating disappointment,
Oh.
and then leads to, yeah, this is kind of what I was going for all along. And so the frustrating disappointment was Pac-Land. I loved Pac-Man, loved it, but I was really, really terrible at it. So I'm like, oh, you got the legs. This was your runner-up.
I still love seeing the arcade.
Yeah.
It's got to be great.
It's scary, but it's like I just get run over by ghosts and gangster cars all the time. You know. It's
Oh, you're
like-
talking about
Pac-Land.
Pac-Land.
Pac-Man.
Yeah. No. So, but sort of, I feel like out of that.
Yeah, thanks for
That-
ruining mine, by the way. I appreciate you just throwing out two and fucking mine up.
No, he only threw out one. He threw out two.
No, he's throwing out his.
Well, you can tell me how I'm wrong.
Nah.
You did Pac-Man?
But then,
I did Pac-Man.
Okay.
then it led, I think, to the spirit of Pac World.
That's Larry's move, by the way.
Pac World, where you have a platformer in the 3D space and yeah.
Well, he's
So
gonna tell you why
I
you're
actually
wrong.
did. I
He's gonna
actually-
tell you why you're wrong.
I did Pac-Land 2 because it had all the fun elements of one, but well, more.
There was a
And-
lot of Pac-Man platformers, 3D platformers.
There were.
There were, and I actually had a lot of success. I almost completed till I just like I don't know lost interest or something.
But yours.
But Pac World 2 I like spent hours on and I really enjoyed it. It made a lot of sense. It was kind of in that like I was not a giant fan of the transition to everybody went into 3D world.
Right.
Right. You know, and like all the games I just wanted like a standard 2D platform and you know like on PlayStation 1 like Castlevania 2D was like, yeah, this is the height of what this thing should be. But they were still trying to push the polygons and all that. And then you get into the
That
PlayStation, and there were lots of games like that. And the one that made sense to me was
They did it better, I think.
Pac World.
Yeah, they did
2.
better. The platforming was solid.
Yeah.
It looked good, and it was at the right angle for you not to utterly screw up all the time.
Right.
That was,
Yeah, right. So
Mario
you just
64
constantly
was-
miss jumping on that platform because you just like, no, that should have made. What the hell?
right. Yeah, I was well done. That's a well done. Dude.
and so what's interesting about that one is how like there were Easter eggs that would unlock like Pac-Mania.
Yeah.
So and you could unlock Pac World 1. Like, so it was a solid game, had a lot of Easter eggs in it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay.
So,
Well, he's gonna tell you why you're wrong about the first one.
So Ryan, Jerome just said that Fatal Run came out for the 2600 re-release. So go spend
That's
your
true.
money. Go
That's
have fun.
true.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Get on the Atari, still go
I
spend
saw-
a little money.
I
think
saw
it's like
that
limited
today.
500 copies or something.
Yeah.
Only
I got
500?
I got the
Something like
Berserk.
that. It's pretty low.
I got the Berserk re-release with the voice.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, and I got Mr. Run and Jump. That out. So I'm a sucker. I didn't buy anything.
So your favorite Pac-Man must be the 2600 version.
Sees you're inducing.
I've got a good. I have a good history with that. My uncle and I used to play it. This
You
is
know
a
what?
segue. It was a terrible game, but my
Well,
uncle
you know
and
what?
I used
If
to
it was
play
the
it.
Pac-Man you had,
And there was a
still played it.
there's a pattern you could do, and you could play it forever. So we do these marathons. It was basically whoever just gave up first. We're done. So my uncle and I, we'd be sitting there
Wow.
just pounding
I
Mountain
feel
Dew
like that's a
until like 2 a.m. in the morning,
I feel like
playing Atari Pac-Man, and it
that's an
hurts your
adult
brain.
move to like shut up kids for a while. Whoever gives up on this,
Right. Except as my uncle was an adult, so we were just playing all night.
More beer,
It was good
as
stuff.
long as you're a
Good
What?
stuff. Oh. Yeah, so Pac-Land was mine. We almost made it through it.
But Pac-Land was the arcade first, wasn't it?
It was an arcade first,
Yes.
and it was, I think, arguably better at the arcade. I didn't play it that often in the arcade. I started playing it on the TurboGrafx 16. That was the main platform I did it on. But it was interesting because it was a platformer, and you had 2 buttons for running. So it was not a joystick game, not originally. And you had these buttons
remember
to go
that.
faster. And
Jump!
that made it awesome.
Oh.
It was Decathlon. It was a Decathlon game, basically,
Could you
with
turn
jumping.
around?
Yeah, you have another button on the other side.
Oh, okay. So
There you go.
it's like you were just doing this to.
I totally remember the game. Yeah, I just got ran over a lot.
It takes you a bit. And the bastards drove cars. That's right.
Yeah.
Driving around. They're
You're on your foot.
Start some on the roof of the car.
It goes
too,
for
or something like-
hoodlums. They were, yeah. But you still had, the ability to pick up a micro dot.
I occasionally got out of town and got into the woods where
Oh, that one
going
jump was a bitch. With the, when you're jumping off that plank over that water, and you're like,
Yeah, occasionally I'd make it that far.
oh god, that was so hard.
And
And,
then
you
you
get
just
so
tucked it.
mad if you just almost made it. And it wasn't messing around. You weren't getting any leeway. You better jump that freaking
Yeah.
thing.
Before I warmed up my next quarter, I'd be like, okay. All right, I have to make it to the woods with no deaths.
Right,
Or-
yeah, because you're
or
going
a
to get
butt.
some there. Because you're going to get some in the woods. You're going to get some deaths. You're going to be taking some heat. I think the arcade game was probably the best version of it, but I like the TurboGrafx 16 version. It was pretty
I
solid.
feel like there was like another reboot of it later, but
The 64 version of that sucked, dude.
Yeah, it was probably.
But there was an Amiga one in that one,
There was an Amiga one too.
which was a little better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Commodore 64 platformers. There was an early mechanic in 64 platformers that I guess they all used the same jump code or something. So it all kind of felt the same. Like 90% of games felt the same with jumping on the Commodore 64, and it was all ass. I mean, it was just 100% ass. Now there's good examples of it, like Montezuma's Revenge, which was a great game, and its jumping was ass. But that was part of the enjoyment of it. But then there's every other game. And it was just, God, this jumping is ass. It wasn't, it's really weird because Pitfall had actually halfway decent jumping. And it's like they should have probably stolen that
and a
code.
good call.
Yes.
Kind of a Tarzan call. You knew what it was.
You know what he was doing. Blah, 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 blah. We're just going to talk about the worst version of Pitfall ever. I think we're just gonna do an entire episode on
I'm
the
okay with
Nintendo
this.
version of Pitfall 2.
I'm okay with it.
Or Pitfall
So,
3.
somehow Pitfall worked.
Yeah, Pitfall was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good game. Had a wide sense of adventure. Yep.
Yep.
Played it for hours.
All right.
I feel like that's just kind of sad to end that on.
What?
Pac-Man.
This Pac-Man.
Yeah, but so
We don't play
what-
so much.
is
Okay,
it?
I'm
is
a
it-
bit surprised.
Wait, so what element did you like about Pac-Man? I'm gonna say this a little
All right.
bit for you.
It was the movement.
It was the movement. You
Yeah,
liked
it's
the
really
like
unusual.
You
half-
like this?
Well, even with the gamepad, it was still that same kind of kinetic movement that was really.
Right, you're not just
Interesting.
pulling the joystick in a direction.
I think the other time you see that kind of kinetic movement every once in a while in a platformer, and a lot of people don't like it. I mean, but JJ and Jeff's another example of kind of that kind of feeling that you're kind of rolling. You just
Yeah.
woo. God, I love JJ and Jeff.
Yeah, well, the screen rolled anyway.
And by the way, I'm
Well,
not great
so you
at
could-
it either.
You could do
Right.
a little back and forth, but you always had to go one way.
I think for the time period, the graphics were really nice too. I thought it
That's
was really
what
good looking
really,
game.
I mean, drew
It's a
me.
good looking
It
game.
seemed like a jump in the
Seemed like a 16.
genre, you know, or
It looked
uh,
good.
it's-
16-bit
it was
game,
a
wasn't
switch, you know. It, was,
I think it
Might
might
have been a
16.
16-bit.
well, then if it was early,
Yeah.
you know. So
Oh,
Cause it seemed like a real jump in arcade games. Like there weren't games like that, and this was like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
we're doing this now.
But I thought there was a little more high res to like.
It was in the ro-
Pac-Man and the backgrounds and.
man, what's the
Stuff like
platform?
that.
Does it say anything about the platform? Jesus Christ, it was long. Oh, remember Pac-Man, the adventure too, the new adventure, Pac-Man 2,
Yeah.
which was a. I've only played it like 3-4 times because it was like, what the hell is this crap? But I should give it another try someday. I should really be. Yeah, I'm gonna. No, that's. Track and Field was 8-bit, wasn't it? Or was it 16? See, you're in that time period where it's hard to tell. You're at the early 16-bit where the graphics weren't amazing, and the late 8-bit where the graphics were pretty good. They were both the same graphics, but on an 8-bit, they look pretty good. I don't know. It doesn't.
I'm still impressed with Pac-Man graphics.
I think it still looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, it still looks. It looks.
It's got an
fun.
art
It
style.
looks cool.
It
Yeah.
has an art style.
It
Wait, that's
does.
what it is. It has an art style,
Yeah.
and that makes it, way above. Pac-Man looks creepy as hell. I wish I had this cover. I wish I had queued up this cover, but it was pretty good. Hey George, how's it going?
Hey, George.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello. Yeah. So, but no.
Also, Susanna said hi, by the way.
Hi, Susanna.
Yeah, she said G2B sucks. What the heck?
She might be right, but that's okay too.
God, my husband's wasting a lot of time.
Tree to be decorated.
Thank you.
Okay, get to work.
All right, hey, Rob, what do we got coming up?
Well, next week is probably for Christmas.
Right, so no show Tuesday night. The show will be Friday night next week.
Well, I mean,
It'll
there'll be
be
like
painful.
a half a second of us going. Hey!
No, my head will just hit
All
the
right.
table.
I have to
Yeah,
ask:
that-
is anybody interested in playing Killing Floor next Friday night?
I didn't.
Oh, we
I
can.
I saw it as a I
got
not
my-
released yet.
This 3 is not.
No,
released.
3's not. Yeah, that's not till
Three's
next
Oh, we
year.
can bring.
released.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I'll download
maybe
it.
next-
Shall we warm up a little bit for
Yeah.
3?
I mean, I can connect to Steam Link. Or
Yeah,
my
exactly.
Thing.
So we gotta re-download that shit?
Yeah.
We were boycotting it. The
Yeah,
boycott's
they
over.
fired
No, because
Uh,
as soon as that shit happened, the CEO they made him step down.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Probably got a golden parachute and everything.
He probably
Yeah.
did, but
This-
at least
I
he's
play it
gone.
every once in a while. It's just
Fair
as
enough,
fun as it
you know.
was then.
So maybe we'll do a little Killing Floor next
I
Friday.
bet they have
night,
an
too.
event going.
Stream a little bit of that.
Yeah,
out.
usually I do. I think they were gonna roll out.
I mean, I
more
gotta
of
bring
them.
my computer. And,
Oh, you can bring a laptop.
No, like I said, I'm bringing those.
Well, I don't have a bone, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Rob can play it on his Asus.
Lenovo?
Lenovo. You got the Lenovo now.
I'll pull it off. I haven't even tried it on that.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays on that.
Yeah, I can bring mine with my little mouse.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd bring my mouse too, man. That's,
Yeah, I'm not
yeah,
playing.
there's
No,
way
you
to
got the
try that
handheld
out.
mouse there.
Yeah.
You have the tactile mouse.
That's for mechs.
Oh.
That's for controlling mechs.
All right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
bring my power glove.
So no show Tuesday next week, but catch us Friday as we celebrate. Ooh,
Yeah, around
Our, like,
6:30ish.
like our 9th or 10th brown liquor Christmas. It's been a minute we've been doing these.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a very organized, very good episode of Guys Cans of Beer, well, you're not getting it there.
Looks like our brown liquor is kind of low.
If you want to see,
We'll
oh,
stock
there's
up.
more brown liquor.
We'll stock
And
up.
everybody brings stuff. I mean, it's
We'll
not
stock up.
We still got stuff from last year, and that's gonna be nasty, and that's the whole point.
That's where I'm starting.
Yeah. So those of you who don't know the whole concept between with brown liquor, this used to be a thing where people would bring in liquor and always the brown crap, you know, like the brandies, the whiskeys. They'd always be laying around all year. So
Thompson.
so brown
Thompson whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Corbel.
Corbel, yeah.
A bottle of Corbel.
Hey, I like Corbel.
So good, you're gonna get some. So we
Stop
use
to go
brown
for-
liquor
get some on my way
Christmas
home.
to sop up all that liquor we've left around the studio
Yeah.
all year long, because that's a smart thing to do. Very smart thing to do. This is what the third studio. This is really the second studio, because we really didn't have a studio.
No, this is the
Actually, one.
studio, to be honest.
Well, the first one was the back room on Ives Grove Road, because that one was
Yeah.
actually technically a studio.
That
one
was. They
actually
filmed the-
was
yeah.
used for guys, games, and beer pretty much exclusively. Occasionally we'd have a party in there, but
Yeah.
occasionally people passed out in here.
We have done brown liquor Christmas all over the
No
place.
couch
Yeah.
to pass out here now.
I know that was.
One in the other
Yeah,
room.
it's a rigid pass out.
You know, I agree with Larry. This is the studio. That means if you ever move, you have to dig out this whole thing and break it.
Never moved.
Yeah, that would be a tough wall to bring out.
Yeah, rip out this wall. Trying to make an artificial wall. Artificial crappy black brick wall.
Other than that, have a
Cement.
wonderful holiday. We'll see you later.
Yeah, so long!
We'll see you next Friday.
Well,
Later on.